Today is Friday, December the 4th. I am your host, Casey Phoenix, and this is my daily thought. Where to start, where to start, where to start, where to start. Today's been interesting. It's always self-discovery when it comes to certain things, especially with nutrition, and I'm discovering that I need more iron is what I need. So that's my goal, is to start eating more iron, which, just so you know, believe it or not, broccoli has a large amount of, well, it has vitamin C and it has iron. It's good for vitamin C and iron. And the strange thing is that vitamin C helps you absorb iron better. So if you don't eat broccoli, eat broccoli. Broccoli is good for you. Even if it tastes bad to some of you, still eat broccoli anyway. It won't kill you unless I've never heard of anybody having a broccoli allergy. That would be something to look up. I've never heard of that before. But as long as you don't have a broccoli allergy, which I will be shocked if those exist. But then again, there was some allergy that someone had, and I was shocked. I was like, "You're allergic to that?" And it was a food. And who was that? Because I was really, really shocked that someone could have an allergy to that particular. What food was it? And who was it? It'll come to me. I have to think about it tonight. But I know I was shocked with someone that told me that they were allergic to a certain food. And I'm like, how are people allergic to that? But anyways, I digress. As I do this daily thought, this is more light, is what it is. Because the stuff I do sometimes can be really, really heavy. And I told you I want to do that all the time. I don't like that. I don't want everything to be all emotional and in the feelings and stuff like that. And yeah, I want to talk about nutrition like I just did, but that was just more of a side thing. And just other things, which also why I have the other types of episodes on the weekend for Keeping It Real KC, which obviously this weekend I will be doing a sports episode, and I'm looking forward to tracking down an interesting sports story to talk about. But yeah, today I want to talk about, I mentioned this before, I talked about Christmas, how I'm not really into holidays. But also, even when I was into holidays, I wasn't much for Christmas decorations. I have to take a sip of my tea for those who are listening to my podcast. Okay. So even when I was into holidays, I wasn't big on Christmas decorations. I never really saw the point, because people usually, they say you're not supposed to put your Christmas decorations up until the day after Thanksgiving, is what they say. And then they say you take your Christmas decorations down the day after New Year's, to my understanding. But why have decorations up for just a month and some change? I don't get it. And I've never been into that. And I've seen people where, like with their Christmas lights, they'll keep their Christmas lights on their home the entire year, but they won't turn them on until Christmas, the holiday season arrives, which I guess. I know some people, they don't take their trees down forever. One of my cousins, they kept their Christmas tree up until March. Not my thing. I'm not judging though, just observing. I'm not doing the holiday decorations. I'm not investing in that. And then that's the other thing too, because then it takes up space as well, where whatever you buy, since you're not using it for the long term, where you keep something up in a space for the entire year, then you take it down, then you have to find space for it in a closet somewhere, or in the attic, or in the basement, or to do this or to do that. I've just never seen the logic in it. That's just me. And some people call me a Grinch because I'm not into that type of stuff, but it kind of is what it is. So, yeah. Now, one thing I do like is the holiday baking for the cookies and stuff like that. I am into that, even though I don't really like to cook that much anymore because I've cooked a lot in my time. I've cooked a lot in my time, more than the average. So, and I guess you can say it's a blessing and a curse to be called a good cook. But when it comes to baking, like the cookies and the cakes and things like that, I do like that. I'm just not a decorations person, and I'm trying to get situated in my chair and do that. So we're 21 days till Christmas. And that's the other thing too that just now came up while I was thinking about it too. Some people don't put up their decorations until like the week before Christmas. And I'm like, wait, what? You know that Christmas is about to be here, right? You're shopping for a tree on December the 18th? Really? I've seen some cases where people shop for trees a few days before Christmas. I can't make that make sense. I wish I could. I can't. Maybe they were out of the country and they just arrived back in the US on the 23rd. And they were like, okay, gotta go get a tree. Maybe that's it. But even then, I still couldn't make it make sense. I could see somebody taking a picture and putting up some poster doing that of a tree. But getting a physical tree and decorating it and doing all that other stuff, and you're about to take the tree down a few days? No, I ain't about that life. So yeah. But my mother, when it comes to Christmas decorations, she does hers every year. And for her ornaments on her tree, her ornaments are the things that my brother and I made her when we were younger. And she still has all of these ornaments. Like I made her like a little tree ornament. What grade was I in? I think I was in the 5th grade when I made that ornament. There was another ornament that was a wreath where we had made those because my mother used to be, I think I mentioned this before. I feel like my mother could have done some like Martha Stewart, Oprah type stuff if she really wanted to. If that was her calling, I guess you could say. But it wasn't, obviously. Because she could make stuff with arts and crafts. My mother could do cross stitching, she could do knitting, she could, which I'm sure she still can, but she doesn't do it anymore. She could make baskets. I actually learned how to make baskets, gift baskets, from my mother. That's how I learned how to do. One of my friends had got sick before, which this was a funny story. I actually outed him by accident, which I don't think I told the story, because he had gotten sick, because he had caught a cold. And I was just like, oh, let me go ahead and make him a gift basket. So I went to the store and I got all of the things like the cough medicine, the chicken soup, towels, all little things, little knickknacks and stuff. And I put it all together. I got the wrapping for the basket and did all of that stuff. And then I gave it to him. And I'm like, hey, I hope you feel better. And then family started asking questions like, what's a guy doing bringing you a gift basket? So that was interesting. But I learned how to make gift baskets from my mother. She did all that stuff. So she taught us, me and my cousins, how to make ornaments. And one of the ornaments that we made were the wreaths. And it was, I forgot the name. It's that wire. It's the wire. It's the fuzzy wire. And what you would do is you would take the fuzzy wire. I don't know the technical name for it. That's why I'm calling it the fuzzy wire right now. You would take the fuzzy wire and you would get these little things. They're almost like triangles or whatever. And you would put them on the wire. And then after you've done that, and we would usually do green or red or green and red. And then you tie it together and you'd have a wreath. And then also, she taught us how to make something else too that I had made to put on the tree. I forgot what it was, but it was something else she had taught us how to make. And we put that on the tree. But yeah, she has an ornament that I made in kindergarten that she still puts on the tree. So she always does that. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'll go ahead and buy her a Christmas ornament and send it to her. Because my mother and I, we've been off and on with our energy lately. Eventually, we're going to get on the same page when she learns that I'm moving differently now. So, yeah, I love her, but it's just things are different now. And yeah, I'm going to buy her an ornament. I'm glad I did this episode because I was like, what am I going to get my mother? I'll buy her an ornament. That's what I'm going to do. I'll buy that tonight. So yeah, but she does the ornaments. She puts up her Christmas tree and she takes it down usually the day after Christmas, not day after Christmas, the day after New Year's, or maybe a few days further out than that. Is what she does, but she loves decorating the Christmas tree. She's into decorations. One time she actually, when she was visiting me in Los Angeles, she came over with all the stuff. She bought all the stuff because I didn't have any Christmas decorations in my apartment. And she had texted me, but I didn't get the text. And I actually had company at the time. So when she came over, company was here, and that was a moment. But she had this Christmas tree and all of the stuff that she went out and bought. And she's like, yeah, let's go ahead and set this up because you need to have a Christmas tree. And I'm just looking like, whew. Parents. Gotta love them. But yeah, I'm just not into the decorations. Not saying that won't change, because as I say on this show, as our lives change, so do our needs. So maybe later on, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I'll be back in the decoration mindset where I'm like, oh, let's put up this decoration, let's put up that decoration and everything else. It's just, when it comes to all of this cheer, because that's usually what it's all affiliated with, just like what I mentioned with Thanksgiving. It's the same thing with Christmas too, with the holidays. It's the holiday cheer. All of this cheer. Where people feel like, I'm looking at something on my other laptop. People feel like that's the moment to be cheerful because it's Christmas. So you gotta put up the decorations. You gotta put up the tree. You have to do this. You have to do good. You have to feed the homeless. You have to whatever. File it under holiday cheer. I still have my same mindset where people should not need a holiday, whether it be Thanksgiving, whether it be Christmas, whether it be Black History Month, whether it be whatever, to be cheerful or to feed the homeless or to just be a good person. That should be something that you should strive to be on a regular basis. It shouldn't be, well, when this holiday rolls around, I have to really try. Where it should be something natural throughout the year. is just how I look at it. And when it comes to decorations, I just feel that's an accessory or an ornament to that mindset, at least right now. And I'll probably still somewhat feel that way, regardless of whether my wanting to put up decorations changes or not in the future. But that's just my thoughts on it, my daily thought. So yeah, that's all I got. I don't have anything else. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the sports episode for Keeping It Real with KC tomorrow. I will, for those who have been watching on IGTV, my goal is to do a minimum of 5 episodes, a minimum tomorrow of my old episodes to IGTV. So for you, that people who are watching IGTV, if you see episode numbers that are in the lower tier, because what episode is this? This is my daily thought episode, or about volume 80. So if you see like a My Daily Thought volume 22 or something like that, or a KIRWKC episode 13 or something, when right now I'm on, I think, episode 86 or whatever, just know I'm uploading the back catalog to IGTV, and my goal is to do at least 5 of the old episodes this weekend and upload them to IGTV. So yeah, anyways, thank you to those who have been listening to the podcast and who have been supporting the show and who have been following and liking on Facebook and Twitter. I guess I need to say KIRWKC, main podcasting platform. Also available on iHeartRadio now and Spotify, Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts, and so on and so forth. KIRWKC on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook.com/KIRWKC. And if you are watching this on YouTube or Daily Motion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. That will let you know when I upload new episodes. And yeah, I'm really chill right now because I have some things on my mind. If you can't tell, I always have stuff on my mind. But yeah, I'm chill right now. Anyways, thank you again. I need to get going because I have to make dinner. It's going to be packed with iron. Lots of iron is what it's going to be packed with. So yeah, until next time, be blessed.